Elmhurst BMW Certified Sales Event is your chance to save on specially selected, fully inspected, pre-owned BMWs that are backed with a factory warranty and super low 0.9% APR financing. Get peace of mind, get 0.9. Just get to Elmhurst BMW now and save. You earned it. You deserve it. Elmhurst BMW at 500 West Lake Street or elmhurstbmw.com. On select models to qualified buyers. Sale ends September 30th.
There's a lot of streaming services out there, each filled with reality TV, comedy, drama, and of course, superheroes. But there's one dedicated entirely to nonfiction TV and documentary films, and that's Curiosity Stream. History, science, nature, we've got it. Space, dinosaurs, big cats, we've got that too. And pretty much anything else you want to explore. Go ahead, add some smart TV to your smart TV with Curiosity Stream. Go to curiositystream.com to sign up and start streaming today.
Guy's retired. He's part of our team here, which is weird. That doesn't seem to work. You retired, but you're part of a team. Thus, he just makes his own schedule. Oh, I got to get my oil changed.
Right
oh,
up.
I got to get this. Oh, I got to do that.
Right up there with Jim Conley,
Right.
Don't give a bleep.
I mean, this is veteran status from Neil Walker, who said, oh, I got to do 9:20 today. Why? Well, I got to do this and that.
things.
Good morning, Neil. How you doing?
Hey, guys, good morning. How was your weekend?
See, he
Great.
doesn't even respond. He knows. He's just Johnny retired guy, makes his own schedule. Did you wear your Juju jersey yesterday?
Yes, of course I did. It was a wonderful Sunday in the house. Obviously, the weather was fantastic. I smoked a brisket as the game was going on. It finished up right about in time, and obviously from about call it 2:45 to 4 p.m. yesterday. That was I was a happy camper.
All right, what are your takeaways? I thought when you got into that, I smoked. I didn't know
Yeah,
what
I didn't
was
know where
coming
we were
after
going.
that. I thought we were going to have a different sort of viewing pleasure. But what were your takeaways with this, especially with the offense, I guess, as everybody's going to talk about the great job the defense did. Should we be down on the offense, or is everything going to be okay?
Yeah, and I was listening earlier when listening to Ben talk, and he was absolutely right, and he brought up a point about how many first timers there were and how many guys were having essentially their first opening day. And I can tell you in baseball, that first opening day in baseball, especially when you're on the road, you're rattled for a little bit through your first at bat, pitchers will say through their first couple innings, or their first appearance out of the bullpen. So. This was a huge step, in my opinion, just for the confidence, especially of the young guys. And like Ben said, it was more, in my opinion, about weathering the storm in the first half. I mean, for crying out loud, they take that kickoff to the house. It could be a different story. And the defense kept them in it, like you said. And and then the big mistake on their part. In the second half from the Bills with the punt block that led to 7. Typically, when that happens in a game like yesterday between two really good teams, two good offenses, two good defenses, it typically comes down to the big mistake, and we were on the receiving end of the big mistake. But I'm not concerned about the offense. I do think they're going to have to be to be really good with their game plan, but I think that this defense is just so elite that they're going to be able to bail them out week in, week out if they have to.
Who are some of the guys that you've seen that eclipse expectations as they get older? Because I talked about Cam Hayward. We've all been talking about Cam Hayward this morning. His game was otherworldly. I think PFF ranked him like a 95.8 rating, one of the best players in the league yesterday. He was all over the place. He rushed the quarterback on like 26% of his snaps. So how do you react when you see a guy like that who everybody just keeps looking at and say, oh, he's a 32-year-old defensive lineman in this instance? Yeah, whatever we get from him is great. And he was even better than TJ Watt yesterday.
Yeah, and between him and Ingram and Joe Hayden, I mean, I thought it was airtight. I thought, and to Colin's point earlier, they did a good. They're aware of this. They know this is a 17-game, 18-week schedule. They know that some of these guys that are 29, 30 plus years old, that even if everybody's healthy and strong in week 1, they know that's not going to be the case moving into week 4, week 5, week 8, week 9. You know that's going to be the case, and they did a tremendous job of mixing and matching, and not letting TJ Watt get to the point where he was so out of gas that he had to come off the field. That it seemed like they had it scripted up to where he was going to play in 2-3 series in a row, and then pop him out for a couple plays and then pop him back in. I mean, that's smart. This is a smart team, and even though Colin was calling for Danny Smith's head early in the game,
everyone was.
I think he kind of owes him an apology at this point, but. On all aspects of the game, the Steelers look good.
He can buy him one of those industrial-sized buckets of bubble gum.
Bubble gum, yes. Get him one of those buckets from the Pirate Clubhouse. All right, this brisket, are we talking like a $500 thing that you go buy at Home Depot or something, or do you have like some sort of big mechanism how you smoke it? What's this smoker about? Tell me about this.
No, it's just a Traeger. It's like a mid-sized Traeger, and anytime that I know that I'm going to be at the house, and especially when the weather's going to be pretty good. I mean, I was up at probably 5:45 in the morning yesterday.
Oh, this is early guy. Wait, this is early golf guy. The early smoker guy is the new early golf guy. My tee time was at 6:04. We were the first guys out there. They were still due on the fairway. Early smoker guy is the new early golf guy. So what time we want to set a time for everybody to match? What time were you out there?
Yeah, I think my alarm went off at 5:50, and I was out of my bed at 6:05. I had to prep this thing a little bit. I had to get it close to room temp. I can't do the early golf tee times though, because I got a bad back. I got to give my back time to warm up. But when it comes to smoking meats, you're gonna be rewarded if you can let that thing on there at a lower temp for as long as you can. And when I knew that I was going to be posted up on my couch with Red Zone on one TV and the Steeler game on the other, I was a happy camper to let that thing smoke.
Look at that
time
patience
You said
payoff.
5:50 you set your alarm?
Yeah.
Early guy. He's the earliest in now.
The patience paid off.
Clubhouse.
He's the guy. Neil is the guy who at halftime yesterday, when they're down 10-0 and the offense looks like hot dog poo, is just saying, "Hey, everybody chill out. Everybody relax. Things are going to play out. Be patient." Just like he's patient with his brisket.
He's retired. He's making brisket.
You're totally right.
See,
when the stuff hits the fan, you just gotta sit back and you gotta say, you know what? I've seen this Steeler team do this before. I know what's gonna happen. Just like the Browns at halftime yesterday. I said, what? You know what's gonna happen in the second half, and there you go.
I want Neil Walker in the brisket and football foxhole with me on a Sunday afternoon.
He's a fantasy football guy. He smokes brisket. He sits around. He's got a bad back. Give him 6 months, he's going to look like Jimmy Anderson. I mean, you need to slow it down here, my man, just a little bit. Because here's the thing. Who did you make all this brisket for? Your wife and the kids, they left. They don't like football.
No, they were. I mean, we had family over to watch the game,
friends.
so 7-pound brisket will feed 7, 8, 9 people. So it was perfect, and the leftovers are just as good as the fresh off the smoke.
What did you think of that Browns game though? Did it feel like a snowball rolling downhill that they was just going to trample them? You knew once Kansas City started to get some traction, they were going to beat them.
Yeah, honestly, the first half was pretty impressive, but you just knew. And then they get the ball back on their last drive, and I thought to myself, you know what, this could be a big moment for Baker Mayfield and the offense. This could tell us something about the Browns that maybe they're getting over the hump per se, and the Chiefs defense was stout enough to stop them, but I know there's a lot of Steelers fans waking up this morning going, hey, we're looking pretty good. We're feeling pretty good, and I feel the same way. But there's also a lot of Browns fans waking up today and maybe saying, oh, well, it was the Chiefs, blah, 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 blah. And, maybe Buffalo's not as good. Well, I hate to tell you, but these are, Buffalo's good. The Chiefs are good. The Browns are good. The Steelers are good. The Ravens are good. This is going to be a fun season. It's going to be just knockout blow after knockout blow week in and week out.
If you were watching the Browns-Chiefs game on Red Zone like I was, you also got to see just the absolute travesty that was Aaron Rodgers and the Packers against the Saints. He looks like he is mentally checked. He's got the homeless man's haircut. The beard's out of control. He's counting down his time until the trade deadline, Neil.
That to me was the biggest story. Outside the Steelers' victory on the road in Week 1, full stands. That's top three storylines from yesterday. But the biggest storyline, in my opinion, is the absolute thrashing of the Packers. And in my opinion, though, that ship's going to get righted really quickly in that up there in Green Bay, because it usually does. But that was incredibly alarming to see the performance of Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. You thought that they had a stout enough defense to beat up, or at least to keep the game close, and that was not even close to what happened yesterday there.
Our man, Neil Walker, enjoy the rest of your day where you have stuff to do, but you really don't have stuff to do. Thus, you push us back 20 minutes.
Meats to smoke.
Yes. Yeah. Great stuff. Neil, you're the best.
Put your order in for your meat next week, all right?
All right.
Go, guys.
There we go. All right, Neil, we'll talk next week. Thanks a bunch.
See you, Neil.
All right, guys, have a great week.
Just
you too.
The best. Yeah, early smoker guy is early golf guy. Nobody beats me. Then you get
I'll
the
go
over.
up at 5:30.
I have a neighbor that does the overnight job. He'll put it in overnight, go to sleep, leave it out there.
You can do
garage
that.
door up.
The guys that take the pictures of the smoker in the dark, right? And you can barely see it because it's just a flash, and you just see the reflection of the metal sometimes. It's
then
like
you come out and there's a bear in your garage.
I don't need a photo from you to prove that you were up at 5 in the morning getting your brisket on the smoker.
He is smoker guy. I love it.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a lot of streaming services out there, each filled with reality TV, comedy, drama, and of course, superheroes. But there's one dedicated entirely to nonfiction TV and documentary films, and that's Curiosity Stream. History, science, nature, we've got it. Space, dinosaurs, big cats, we've got that too. And pretty much anything else you want to explore. Go ahead, add some smart TV to your smart TV with Curiosity Stream. Go to curiositystream.com to sign up and start streaming today.
Elmhurst BMW Certified Sales Event is your chance to save on specially selected, fully inspected, pre-owned BMWs that are backed with a factory warranty and super low 0.9% APR financing. Get peace of mind, get 0.9. Just get to Elmhurst BMW now and save. You earned it. You deserve it. Elmhurst BMW at 500 West Lake Street or elmhurstbmw.com. On select models to qualified buyers. Sale ends September 30th.